Jill Enfield is a fine art, editorial, and commercial photographer. She is considered one of the most experienced and respected hand coloring artists in the United States. Enfield has taught hand coloring and no-silver techniques at schools in New York City as well as in workshops throughout the country and Europe. To shoot her photos, she uses infrared film, wet collodion glass plates, or digital images. Her work also presents a variety of alternative processes such as cyanotype, liquid emulsion, platinum and palladium, among others. Her images are usually presented in galleries and museums and can also be found in many photography magazines. Enfield's work frequently depicts interiors and architectural details with no people. However, those quiet and timeless scenes show a human presence, evoking the sense that someone may have just left or is about to enter. This picture is a good example of that. It's part of a travel series and it's named Bed. Because of the high contrast between the sunlight and the dark part of the room where the light is not reaching, when we first look at this image, our eyes go directly to the light above the bed that's coming through the window. It promptly makes us see the book and the crumpled blanket. Then, we also observe that the window is open. All these elements evoke the sense that someone has just stopped reading the book and left the bedroom. From that, we start to create a narrative in our minds about that scene and the person that has left it. Now I'm going to show you some of Jill Enfield's hand coloring work on prints created with infrared film. This is a picture of Memphis House near the Mississippi River. This photo is called Shirt. That one is the bathroom. And this one is called Birdcage. These images also give us the feeling that someone has left or is about to arrive in it. But the most interesting thing about them is the effect created by the hand painting. As we can see, it creates some lightened areas that seem to be shining. It can give the picture a vintage aspect. It gives the artist the possibility to highlight certain objects through the color, and it can make the viewer eyes go through each of these highlighted details. Above all, the hand coloring makes the pictures unique. Despite most of Enfield's photos depict interiors and architectural details, we can find portraits, animals, flower, and food pictures within her work. This image is a portrait which she took in Gramercy Park. The interesting aspect of Enfield's portraits in general is that they tell a story and are open to different interpretations, just like this one in my opinion. As we can see in this photograph, the umbrella is covering the woman's face. According to Enfield, a good portrait doesn't require a smile or even the subject's face. In this case, the fact that we can't see the person's face can instigate the viewer's curiosity and also doesn't take our attention away from the rest of the scene. The fence diagonals guide our eyes to the woman and then to the background. Although the woman is stopped, these diagonals give some movement to the picture and we can imply that she is walking towards the viewer. Also, the contrast between the white snow and the dark color of the fence and the woman's coat makes our eyes go through these dark elements. One other thing to highlight about this image is the process used to create it, the cyanotype. The brush texture and the blue tones are something really interesting about it and create a singular image. In this case, the blue tones intensify the coldness of the depicted winter scene. Enfield's recent work has been on the wet plate collodion process, which was used by Matthew Brady during the Civil War. This photograph, named Angel, belongs to Enfield's new American project that aims to capture portraits of today's immigrants using a photo technique from the 19th century. In this portrait, we can see the man's face with a lot of details. The wrinkles and the tired eyes make us think about his life, experience, and stories. He is staring at the viewer as who looks at someone's eyes to tell something. He captivates us that way, and we promptly want to know about him. If Enfield wanted to draw our attention and curiosity to this person's life story, she really did it. Most of Jill Enfield's pictures are timeless and let us make our own interpretation about it. They make us stop, look carefully, think about the scene or the subject, and create a narrative for them. They are open to a variety of readings and then can be considered as interpretive photographs. Also, as we could notice, Jill Enfield is a reference of a huge variety of photo processes. Her work stands out for me mainly because it shows that we have a lot of possibilities to take a photo and give it the effect that we want.